AC, welcome back. This is Hub Tunes. I'm Mike. It is Pride Sunday here in Chicago. We don't have a parade this year due to COVID. I believe it's been pushed back to October. I think I might have heard that. I don't go to the parade anyway. It's just too much. It's too overwhelming. There's too many people. It's too many beers and too hot, and it's not my thing. I used to go when I was younger. It was always fun when I was younger. So this year, my partner and I were just gonna probably spend the day in the neighborhood. And we have a couple of bars and restaurants right down the street that do a little family pride. People bring out their families and their kids and stuff, and it's a great way to celebrate. I would much prefer to do that, especially at 53. So that's what I'm doing today. Illinois Equality t-shirt today. This video was not hard for me to make, but not easy, I guess. First of all, I'm inspired to do this by my friend Richard at Calvin Wazoo, who lives down in Lakeview, not far from me. He did a similar video, and Nick Rudo did a really nice video, also celebrating Gay Pride Month. They did a really good job. I didn't know any of the artists on Nick's. I learned so much from Nick's video. I didn't know any of those people, and I didn't know very many on Richard's either, because I'm kind of out of touch with music today, which is kind of weird, but when it comes to gay and lesbian and transgender artists, and I'm not up to it. I'm not in touch with, mostly because how am I explaining this? It just doesn't faze me. It's not something I search out. It's not something I don't search out. It's just, if they are, they are. If they're not, they're not. It just doesn't fall into my wheelhouse of music. So I came up with a list of some artists, and they're probably they're all out, so I don't think I'm outing anyone. Oh God, can you imagine if I started outing people on Hub Tunes? That would be a mess. Okay, so let's just get right on with it. I'm sorry. One of my favorite gay artists is a singer-songwriter named John Grant. And I've talked about him before on this channel. This is his album, Queen of Denmark. He is a singer-songwriter. He started out more as a singer-songwriter, some ballads. He's fantastic. He's got a wonderful, wonderful voice. Very deep, very similar to Matt Berenger from The National. This is my favorite album of his, and he puts together some really nice records. His sets are really, really good. Interesting artwork on all of them usually. Always double vinyl. Really, really impressive when he releases vinyl. You know what? My ceiling fan is off, and I'm sweating to death. Let me turn that. It's a scorcher here in Chicago this week. Actually, the last 3 weeks, we've been over 90 and humid. Really, really humid. I hate it. So that's it. Really, really interesting artist. He's very sarcastic. He's very open. He's got an interesting story. He was born here in the U.S., but he spent a lot of his time in Iceland, Finland. He spent a lot of time in Russia. He's gay. He's HIV positive, and he tells his story, and he has no problem telling it, and he's very open and honest, which I love in my music. So I think that was his first album, Queen of Denmark. And then he released this, Gray Tickles and Black Pressure. This was a couple albums later. There was a live album in between, and some other stuff. But this is Great Tickles, Black Pressure, groovy artwork. That's him on the cover. He gets a little more electronic. He plays keyboards and he plays a couple instruments, but he mostly plays keyboards and piano. Now with this album, he's more evolved into a little more not electronic, but a little more. He has a full band behind him now, whereas with the other albums, he had some strings in the studio, or it was just, solo piano. This is a great album. This might be my favorite John Grant album. This and Queen of Denmark. Really, really good albums. I think these are on some groovy vinyl too. I guess I could show you. He does just really, his artwork on the inside, he always has the lyrics. I think this is on pink. Yeah, this is just on a kind of a light pink. And I think the other one, I'm not going to pull it out. The other one is on green, like a lime green. So yeah, that's Great Tickles and Black Pressure. Really, really cool album. And then his most recent, he has an album coming out in about 3 weeks. I pre-ordered that, so you'll probably see that. I actually got the box set of that. It comes out in like 3 weeks, and so that's his newest. But this was his album from a few years ago. Again, really cool artwork. This is called, I don't even remember what, Love is Magic, and it's interesting photography. I've seen him live a couple of times. He's really good live. And all his releases, just top-notch quality. This one's on clear vinyl. Yeah, and then he's got a beautiful book, gorgeous book with this. He's also a photographer. He takes all these photos. His Instagram is really, really interesting. And then you get some photos of the group. But he's an interesting character, and his life story is just fascinating. I don't know where he's based out of now. It's not here. I believe it's the UK. It might even be Finland. I know he was there for a while. Really, really interesting character. Great voice, John Grant. Highly recommend him. Next up is Beth Dao. She used to be the lead singer of a band called The Gossip. The Gossip only released maybe one full album and a EP, I believe. This is her first solo album. She has a voice that'll knock your fucking socks off. She is unreal. Great, great voice. This is her first full solo album. Absolutely terrific. What's it called? Fake Sugar. She also had, before this, she did an EP, which had some, it was okay. It wasn't great. This is really, really good. Really good. Rock and roll, high energy. Yeah, Beth Dao. Terrific, terrific voice. Check her out. If you like good female vocals, this girl is awesome. She's also based out of the UK, I believe. She's kind of known for her risque photography. She used to be. I don't know if she is now. But 15 years ago, she was kind of known mostly for her voluptuous body and showing it off. Good for her. Be who you are. It's Pride Month. Next up, a guy I just got tickets to see in concert. This is Orville Peck, his album Pony. This is kind of country rock, maybe rock with a tinge of country. He wears that. That's his getup. He's really good. He's got a great voice. He's got a really good voice. He has a new album out, just came out. I have not picked it up yet. This is his first album. We're going to see him. he's doing a Lollapalooza after show. I don't go to Lollapalooza because it's like Pride parades. It's also crazy, crowded, drunk, and stupid. So we're going to the after show. It was only $30, I think, $25 for a ticket. In a medium-sized club. It's at I think it's at Thalia Hall on the kind of on the south side of Chicago, which it's gonna be great. My partner loves Orville Peck and cannot wait to see him live. We've tried several times to see him, but he sells out really quick everywhere he goes. So yeah, Orville Peck, if you like country rock, little tinge of country. It's not like twangy country. Really, really good. You might like him. He's an amazing voice. Absolutely amazing voice. Next up, I will show these two albums from this artist. These artists. Sleater Kinney. Everyone knows Carrie Brownstein from the Riot Girl genre. Is that what it is? Era. The Riot Girl era. This fantastic album. This was produced by St. Vincent. This is not their current album. This is their album that just came out. I love the cover. Cover is fantastic. I love the inside cover too. The photography is beautiful. Yeah, Sleater Kinney. This is The Center Won't Hold. Fantastic album. And this is their new album. Just came out last week, I think. This is Path of Wellness. It's good. It's a little less St. Vincent-y produced because this album is got St. Vincent written all over it. I mean, if you've heard this and you've heard a St. Vincent album, and I love it. I think it was a really good decision, but I didn't want them to repeat that. I think it was great for this album. Now move on and do a little something different. And this is different. They clearly learned something from that album. They haven't gone back to like their super early stuff, which I really, really like, the rawness of their early stuff. This still feels produced, and if you know what I mean. I don't know who produced it. I just picked this up yesterday. Produced by, it's self-produced. So they clearly learned something from St. Vincent, because it does have a little feel of what St. Vincent was doing on the last album. So far, so good. I really like it. I just picked it up, so I've only listened to it twice. But this is Sleater Kinney, Path of Wellness, their latest record, celebrating Pride Month. Next up is a woman who I absolutely adore, and again, I had no idea she was celebrating this month with us. This is a woman, her name is Anna Calvi. I've shown her on several videos. I got corrected. I said she was from France, and I think somebody corrected me and said she was from the UK. She is amazing. Stunning voice, stunning guitar player. Absolutely fantastic guitar player. If you don't know her, I highly recommend grabbing either this album or this album. This one is called One Breath. This was this album came right before this one. I love her cover artwork. Really cool, kind of alternative rock, similar to St. Vincent, but a little not as produced, more raw, a little more raw. She's fantastic. I have adored this woman for years and years and years. We had tickets to see her live, and then the pandemic hit, and I was so disappointed. But she's wonderful. Anna Calvi. My records are piling up. Here's another one. Courtney Barnett. I was going to show her partner. Her partner is a woman named Jen Clower, who is also a terrific Australian. Her partner is a Australian musician also, and sounds very similar. Actually, if you were to play her records and Courtney's, I don't know if you could tell the difference. They're very, very similar in style and vocals. They've been in bands together for quite some time. She's not in her band now, but this is Courtney Barnett. Sometimes I sit and think, and sometimes I just sit. Her debut full-length record, which blew me away when I first heard this. Absolutely blew me away. I went down to Memphis to the Beale Street Music Festival to check her out. She was awesome live. She's got a great band behind her. She's a really good guitarist, very underrated guitarist. I think she's more known for her vocals and her songwriting. She's a really underrated guitarist. Courtney Barnett, and of course I was so blown away by this one. I could not wait for her next album, and then I was like, there's no way it's gonna live up. The next album, this is Tell Me How You Really Feel, I think is even better than this, and this is A++. This is a great album. She bounced back with a second album that is just phenomenal. And it's on Red. I love this woman. She's coming to Chicago in January, and tickets already went on sale, and I think they're sold out. Really good artist. Courtney Barnett. Check out her partner, Jen Clower, I believe is how you pronounce it. They're both from Australia. Really cool. Next up, a band that we went to see live because I saw something on the radio and I had never heard of them. They really weren't big in the US. They were doing a record release party because this record had just come out in the US, and that is Scissor Sisters. I saw them at the Metro here in Chicago, tiny club, it's not tiny, but it's, maybe 1,000 people. This had just come out in the US and nobody had heard it. I think maybe their version of Comfortably Numb had been on the radio, maybe. And they were absolutely incredible live. I don't know what they're doing now. I have not really listened to anything of theirs since this record. This is a great record. Very Elton John 70s stuff. In fact, I think I read somewhere that Elton John actually discovered them. They're from New York, but they were really big in the UK before they made it big here. And he found them in a club in New York and brought them over to the UK to kick their careers off. But they have a really good, just a late 70s Elton John vibe, just Yellow Brick Road era of Elton. Scissor Sisters, this album, pretty good. Celebrating Gay Pride Month. I got more. I just got a couple more. Actually, yeah. This will probably be my last. Oh, this will be my last artist, but I'm going to show several records from this artist. This is the amazing St. Vincent. We did a meet and greet with her. I think I've told this story. I told this story on my... I don't know. I think I've told this story, but I can tell it again because, people don't watch all these videos. I went to get concert tickets for her on her last tour. I was so excited to see her. I love her album that she did with David Byrne, and I had never seen her live, and could not wait to get tickets to see her. And tickets were going on sale, and I was sitting in my car with my phone, and I didn't have my glasses, and I'm ordering tickets, and I hit buy, and I'm so excited. I call my partner. I'm like, we're going to see St. Vincent. It's gonna be awesome. I get home and I look at the receipt, and the receipt is $470. Now, she was playing the Chicago Theater, but come on, $475 for 2 tickets to see St. Vincent? I panic. I look, I'm like, what did I do? I ordered like this super deluxe ticket package. We had 5th row seats. We had tickets for a meet and greet. We got to go see all her guitars before the show. We got like autographed posters, all this stuff that I just really didn't need. And I didn't need to spend $475. But by the time the concert came around, I had paid off the bill and really didn't care, and it was a wonderful evening. We did a meet and greet with her. She was super cool. She came out and she told all these great stories, and I forget who her partner was at the time. I don't believe they're together anymore. The actress, I forget. My partner would know. He loves her. I don't remember. But she was telling all these great stories, and we got to ask questions and stuff. Really, really cool. And then she put on a fantastic show. This is Digital Waitress, her album from a few years ago. So creative. I love this woman. Her new album is terrific. I should have pulled that. I got it over in my now listening to pile. I like this. I like this. I like this more. This is which one is this? This is Strange Mercy. This is great. This has a song called Surgeon on it, which is one of my favorite St. Vincent songs. It's a terrific album. This is one of her earlier ones. I think this might be her second. I'm not sure. Just really cool stuff. And then I love Mass Seduction, her album from a few years ago. This is the tour we saw her on. It's on Pink. Got a nice in sleeve. I love this album. The song Pills, and just a great album. I'm sure a lot of you know this. If you're a St. Vincent fan, you know this. Just terrific. And then she released, a year later, she released a companion piece. This is Mass Education. This is all the songs pretty much stripped down to pianos and maybe a little bit of guitar. Alternative versions. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous record. If you're a fan of this, you have to have this in your collection because this is stunning, absolutely stunning. Just stripped down raw. Really cool. And her new album, Daddy's Home, I showed that in a new release. I showed that a couple weeks ago in a new release video, and I love it. She is so interesting. I love her. I love how it's got a real kind of a Philadelphia soul sound to it, 70s soul sound to this record. Sounds nothing like Mass Seduction. Really good record. So if you're a St. Vincent fan, you don't have that yet, I don't know what's keeping you, because it's really good. And that's it. Happy Pride Month, all. To everyone in the VC, happy Pride Month. Yeah, I'm gonna head out in a little bit, have a few beers with family and friends. And I will talk to you pretty soon. I got some things in the pipeline. Stay well.